4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's live.
Velvet Street to the King Power lights.
We've lived the glory, we've fought the fights.
5,000 to 1. They said no way.
But Leicester City won the day. Leicester till I die. Blue army standing high.
Through the highs and lows,
Foxes always rise.
courageous scars once more.
Hear the city roar. Leicester never quits the fight. Leicester till I die is right. Leicester, 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 Leicester till I die.
Well, here we are again. It's like I've slept overnight with you, Wayne.
Well, yes, there is that, Chris, but let's brush past that very quick.
Yes, yeah. People will only start talking about us.
I know. But I have got to put my top on. When I heard the music, Chris, I thought, I've got to get the King Power top on because one of the first lines is King Power till I die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I thought that, but I think we need superheroes, so I've got my
Hey, I
Spider-Man
love
City top.
That's a great one, that is, Chris. I like that.
I've got two actually. I've got an Iron Man one as well.
Right, they're cool. They are. That's cool.
Yeah, they're like that one's light blue, and it tends to in this heat. It tends to show off, where I may be sweating a little bit. Hi, Andreas. How are you doing? Look, let's start with this before we get into the match today, because it's been all over within a couple of days that it was up for sale, which, let's be honest with you. When he was talking to Steve afterwards, there was no hint of that, was there? After he spoke to Steve that match. Then the next day, it came out and said there was a Middle East, which was on Sky Sports. So you got to think there's some smoke there. The interesting thing I noticed was that it says, and I've copied it there off Sky, an unnamed Middle Eastern firm. So it's not saying that it's, that could be,
Sorry, mate. Just I'll tell you what, technology, mate.
I know.
Right.
No, it could literally be like, I don't know, Morrison's or Asda. It's not necessarily going to be a sheikh or somebody.
Yeah, look, we all like to romanticize about it, and the son-in-law and grandson, they support Newcastle, and when they got the new owners, yes, they had the conscience thing because it came from Saudi Arabia, and it is allegedly government. You know what I mean? It's linked, but anyway, but it hasn't worked out that way, and they've really struggled. They played in Europe, and it's like Brighton.
It's because they're sticking to the rules. That's why.
Well, exactly, but interesting. I did watch a programme with Kieran Maguire on a championship pod, and he said that Sheffield United are deep in trouble. Burnley are deep in trouble because they've got like, is it £15 million interest every year? Which is Tom's argument with the Macquarie situation, isn't it? Why are we borrowing money? Because the interest on those loans will stop us buying players. You see what I mean? It's like anything. Remember when the interest rates were 16% on mortgages?
Yes.
My God, nobody had any money for anything else apart from paying the mortgage, did we?
Yeah.
Because the interest.
Yeah. I'm just thinking with this, though, that we've got to sort of not get too excited. I am worried that, like it's Tom Wilson-Brown now that maybe he's the latest. and we've been linked with this guy from Orient, but they want somebody's just been turned down with a £4 million offer, so we've got to find at least probably 4.5, 5. Well, we ain't going to be paying that for anybody this season, are we? And I just think I'm worried that Top is actually starting to asset strip now.
Yeah, it's quite interesting that like in that program, Kieran Maguire says like Burnley. He says it's like West Ham. He talks about West Ham as well. Their situation, so they're not going to have not so many fans. You know, they are in deep trouble. Although Bowen's going to stay, but they have sold a couple of players. But if they haven't done that, they would be in the deep shit. Yeah. Although their rental for that stadium is next to nothing, isn't it? Mm. West Ham, they've got it easy in that way. But he said there's a number of clubs like Sheffield United that are really in dire straits. Wow. And it's interesting. He said that Wrexham and Birmingham have both really pared back their spending.
Well, let's not worry too much. All I'm saying is to everybody, keep calm. They don't like it up them. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering.
Well, and like he said, some of the Americans, they do asset. Some of these super rich people, they just see it as a business opportunity. They're not in love with the club. They've got no long-term interest in the club, which is why you've said, and Kate and Craig, you know, at least Top does have our long-term interest.
This is the thing. Well, I guess it depends on the American owners that you get. I mean, the ones that we have looked at, you know, the Glaziers, the first owners of Liverpool, whoever they were, Tom Bowley and his cronies at Chelsea, you know, none of them you'd look at because American sport doesn't run the same as English sport. But look, there we go. We've got Malaga today. I don't know if you saw Steve's post earlier, because that was why I was just having to, at the start, because they've changed where they're playing the match.
Right. Is it because of the condition of the pitch?
Yeah. I mean, it was awful when you looked at it. I mean, round the side, I mean, like I say, I watched Lanzarote in the 4th tier. I know that wasn't their own stadium, Cadiz, but yes, it was awful, that you know, that stadium. It really, really was. 7-hour return journey, or 7-hour journey to this other place for something. He says, "Oh, how are people going to get there, etc., etc." And
well, that's the thing about fans, isn't it? You know, it's the fans have got to deal with that. Yeah.
Thing is, though, I mean, they'll get a refund. They've got to buy new tickets, but they'll get a refund. And like somebody said, if they've got themselves to sort of wherever it was before, they're not going to not know how to get to bloody the new place. You know, they're all adults at the end of the day. Yeah. And he said, "Oh, well, the club could have put, you know, free transport on," and I just think sometimes, do we expect too much of the club?
It's unforeseen things. You know, you can't be playing on those kind of pitches because they are prone to getting injuries. That's the other thing as well.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, you go over on your ankle. In fact, I was going to watch somebody in the family who was playing Notts County in a friendly for like a non-league kind of team, and he went over on his ankle. He's out for like 2 or 3 weeks, and that's what happens. You know, the pitches aren't brilliant, are they, as you said?
Not when you saw that I was like a training pitch, I think. But when you look at our training pitches, but I just think it's like, if anything's wrong in the country, it's always the government's fault, and that's whether it's blue, red, turquoise, yellow, orange, whatever. But you know, at some point you've got to take responsibility. You know, everybody's saying like, "Oh, all the kids are in trouble these days. Must be the government." No, it's the fucking parents. You know? And it's the same with this. Is like, if they want to get there, you know, I'm sorry, the club's got to put the club first. Like you say, you know, if we were to lose Alves for the first half of the season, we'd be well pissed off. But anyway, it's moved. We're kicking off still in approximately 14 or so minutes. And here is the team. How much do you think that starting 11? Because this is, in fairness, this is Malaga's. They've just been promoted, I think, back to the top flight in Spain, La Liga. But it's their first pre-season game. This is our this is our penultimate pre-season game. How much that team that you see there, how much do you think that is going to be sort of close to the starting lineup?
Yeah, I think most people would look at that. I looked at that and thinking Alves, Braybrook, Skip.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is like Aluko, I would think would be in that, but you got Nelson Thomas, who it looks like, with the thing with that Nelson handing in transfer or not signing. I did watch an interview with Russell Martin. He says, I've not had anybody. Sometimes when you go to a club, you have people say, look, I definitely want out the door.
Yeah.
He says, but I've not had that feeling. And I from everything, his interviews, the way he talks about playing the young players, I see it's a golden opportunity for the young players. And at last, we've seemed to have a manager that has got the balls to really believe in the youngsters and really include them. Because they were included last season, then there was drop-off, wasn't there? He just reverted back to the old crappy players, basically.
I mean, it is. I mean, look, even with, people know people at the club and what have you, these things are still Chinese whispers.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Nelson might be in the position, look, if somebody comes in for me, I'd like to talk to them.
Yeah.
Rather than actually saying, I don't want to play for the club. Because I'm sure Russell Martin would be like anybody else. If you don't want to play for the club, I don't really want you around. That said, of course, he's still playing without face and what have you.
But I do think Nelson is the one central defender that the first name he would put on his team sheet as a central defender is Ben Nelson for his footballing ability.
And I would agree with you on that 100%. You look at it and you're thinking, like, how many of these youngsters are we letting go? I mean, Wilson Brown, he was being talked of as a possible, breakthrough player, but he's not even gone to Spain. And then Apuko hasn't gone, but apparently that might be an illness or an injury. God, I just want him gone. But look, let's have a look at the team. McCarthy in goal.
McCarthy again.
Yes. I mean, the thing is, it's hard to judge, isn't it? I mean, we had to think, was it the Leuven game last season when Bowser started?
Yeah.
And, he didn't do anything wrong, but it's a pre-season. So it's hard to judge how good these players are, and nobody's really made a huge clanger yet. A Coley captain, I mean, he's spreading this captain around, isn't he?
Yeah, Coley captain, that's an interesting one. It's like when I mean, a Coley is, I think he's always got a mistake in him. When you look at him on the ball, he doesn't look, I play football on Sunday with lads from 30 years old to 60 odd.
I couldn't get in then. I'm too young.
Yeah, you are, Chris. And your dance rings round as you make it look stupid, mate. But they play with better ball control than Nicole. I just don't think he's up to the Premier standard. He's not up to Championship standard. He might just get away with it here. So it's interesting how he's made Faz captain and he's made a Coley captain. Mm-hmm. Two of the defenders that the fans probably don't like.
Yeah, you say both of those. None of us would be sorry if he went. If either of them went, I mean. Thomas we spoke about. Nelson we spoke about. You see, Thomas, I thought Thomas could be a captain going forward.
That was a good shout, Chris. I like that. And he could do, because he's getting on it now. He's a mature guy. And do you think towards the end of the season, his free, I've always thought his free kicks are really good.
Yeah.
I think he is a culprit. Not culprit, is a result like James Justin was of system football. And for instance, since JJ's gone to Leeds, he's playing blinded games. So I think Nelson, there is a player in there. He was just in a real crap defence, which then you do get exposed. But I think his throw-ins as well are lethal, and he can curl the ball beautifully. actually. He could deliver some good free kicks. So.
Well, look, I mean, he got an assist in the FA Cup, didn't he? So, and one of the few players that really, and let's be honest with you, he started the season and everybody wanted him out. He was bloody useless. Everybody was shouting. And I think he ended the season as one of those who were thinking, please don't go, you know.
Well, he was exposed, wasn't he? Because the wingers in front of him weren't doing the job properly.
No, that was 100%. Joseph, our current JJ, and we've had a few, haven't we, down the years, but our current JJ, right back there, that will be interesting to see how he gets on. I think we're going to see Skip as the possibly the holding, defensive midfielder. But then we've got, I think it's going to be this 4-1-4-1 again. And look, I am, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Come on. Alves and Braybrook together. I just think it's not going to last because I think one of them will get injured or something. But it's just I just think they play so well together.
And isn't it nice that they have got a definite understanding because they came up through the ranks, they both got injured with horrific injuries and secondary injuries, but they've got telepathic understanding. They know where, Braybrook definitely knows Alves and he knows the runs, the positions, and Braybrook is definitely a forward-thinking passer.
Yes.
And Chesterfield loved him. So the fact that you see those two names next to each other on a starting team sheet is fantastic.
Yeah. Page as well. Nice to see him starting. LTiDtv, jury's still out on this. I know he got the assist last time out, but I don't know. I mean, look, Fataru's gone. He was the younger one of the two. LTiDtv, if Martin can get this out of him, and it doesn't look like it looks like he is getting it out of him. This let me do 20 step overs when two would do. If you can get that out of him, then maybe we've got a decent player.
It's like with the calls for Daka, isn't it? He just needs to get one in off his knee and then he's on a run. No, he's not, because he's just not got ball control. He's not got spatial awareness. He doesn't know the runs he's supposed to be making. He's not got football intelligence. And I think, LTiDtv is 28 now, soon comes to 29. And there's two elements to his game that are a problem. The 50,000 step overs to stay in exactly the same place, and he seems to have a lack of belief that he can take on and go past a player. Which for me, unless you're going to do it being Albrighton and deliver the ball in early for somebody like Vardy, because at one stage we used to have forwards that actually got in the box early, then I think we need to sign another winger, Chris, on the left.
Yeah. We've got a cheerer up there at the front again, who's been, I think, our top goal scorer, along with Alves. I know.
Somebody who knows how to put the ball in between those two white posts, Chris.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, Daka and AU have both gone bankrupt. Because apparently they kept losing so much money on spot the ball. But and then obviously, look, the subs are the rest of the players. So we know.
The thing is with the cherry, Chris, how all season all the other presenters saying, can it be any worse trying a Cherry or Alves up front? Because 100%. Week on week, game on game, they were just woeful, weren't they?
They were. I mean, I was the same with Evans. I was the same with a Cherry. A Cherry, I think, got something like 6 in 8 or something for the youngsters. What did we have to lose?
100%. Watched him a couple of times in the under-21s last season, and he knows where the goal is. He's clever with his feet. He can get past people, because that's another thing Daka couldn't do. Daka and Ayew could not on their own get past people. It's like Alves, he's dangerous. He can get past people, and Cherry is definitely that player. He's quick enough. He's got the football brains, and he can work things out.
Yes. I mean, Jim, I think Jim can't watch it today, but he will be in tears anyway, because Riley Carr isn't in the starting lineup.
Do you know what? He's gone OT. He's gone big time, hasn't he, on Riley Carr?
We call it doing a monger.
Yeah. Well, he's likened him straight away to Harvey Barnes, which is not a bad one, is it?
No. And look, we're all getting our favourites. I'm sharing mine between Alves and Braybrook. I'm still trying to work out who yours is at the moment, but yeah, I mean, he looked good, Riley Carr.
He did look good, and I agree with what Jim said. He attacks the wing, he gets the ball over, he sometimes cuts inside himself. So it seems he's got a really balanced idea of when to go inside and when to go outside. Whereas Fataru always came inside, so he became predictable. And that unpredictability, like Jim said, if he all of a sudden chops inside rather than go, if you got a fullback, the last thing you want is a winger that can go left or right. It's a nightmare. If they're cutting inside, it makes it a lot easier. And like you said, once you do that and you come inside, you start pulling the central defence out. Yeah. I like it. I like that sort of thing.
What were your thoughts on Chaplin? I mean, to be honest with you, when I was watching him, he was more like Charlie than Connor.
Yeah, he struggled a bit. I know, I like it. He struggled a bit, Chris, but that was his first game with other people, and, even on amateur level, you can tell people who play together regular because, the runs they make. And it's like Vardy, Albright knew Vardy's runs, Drinkwater knew Vardy's rings, as Mahrez did. So when you said about favourite player, I think I might end up choosing Chaplin because most of the good ones are already taken. I was a bit slow on that.
hey, you can go for them. Don't feel you can't.
No, I'm not. Well, let's do something different. But let's put it this way. It's not going to be a Coley, for one. It's not going to be Faz. But I think Chaplin will come good this season. I think he's got so much intelligence up here that once he makes connections with other players, especially when people like Braybrook can know how to find him, I think he will score. He's got it. It's like LTiDtv should be scoring 10, 15 goals this season. I can see him getting double figures. Yeah.
Oh my God. I've just seen everybody walking out onto the pitch, and right there at the front, it's Mr. John Rudkin. Well,
interesting. That guy who's chairman of Peterborough, he had a couple of real good things on TalkSport, and he said, you look at what Leicester have done. So some people want new owners. He says, but what the owners done for the club? They've done loads of local air for the neighbourhoods. And he says, and there's not many owners like that around. I'll tell you now, that really do care about the club. You go around the Premier League, and other places, and they don't care that much about the fans.
No, it's true. It's true. Right, sir. Just bear with me 2 seconds, and then I'll let you go because the players are coming out. Prediction for, look, it'd be nice to win again, wouldn't it? We've won all 4 so far.
Go on, Chris. Do a Steve-style prediction. Go absolutely mental and do something predict a crazy score.
Well, you see, they are probably the best team we've come up against, but it is their first pre-season game. So do you know what? Let's sod it. I'm going to go 3-0 Leicester.
Woohoo! Gordon Bennett.
Go on then, you go.
You've been sniffing glue, Chris. No, I'm going to say 2-1 to Leicester.
2-1.
Like you say, this is I really like the way the teams we've played, and this is a really good test. Such a good test. I mean, Alves and Braybrook playing a team in the La Liga. Wow.
I know. Right, sir. I will see you at half time. Thank you, very glad. Just very quickly, because I don't think players aren't actually out. It was just the big dogs that were coming out. But look, we've not lost yet this pre-season. I mean, I know pre-season's pre-season, isn't it? But you can have a fantastic pre-season and then get relegated. That means nothing, but it's good to see for confidence, isn't it?
It is, and look at that, Chris. Only 1 goal against.
Yes.
1 goal against.
Yes.
Considering we had a defence like a sieve last season. Yes. It was. Hey. I mean, we couldn't score goals. If our defence had been more solid, we would not have been relegated.
you've got to say, if we're looking at last season, and if last season we'd have played Bristol Rovers or Northampton, they'd have probably got more goals against us.
100%.
You know? Anyway, mate, enjoy the game, and I will
mate.
see you at half time.
Cheers, bud.
And I will just, I'll do something. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to do something. There we go. Thank you very much, Wayne, and we'll see Wayne at full time. The players are coming out. I'm having to do this because obviously I haven't, not obviously, but you know, because it's pre-season friendly and it's not on YouTube or anything like that, I have to watch. I bought the passes, so I've got to kind of watch it. So this is our penultimate pre-season watch along. Let's go for it, guys. So here we go. I don't know if that was a bit jumpy for you. My old Tinternet's playing up a little bit again. But it does look good, I've got to say. We're looking at pre-season there. 3-0 against the Cobblers, 2-1 against the Pirates, then 3-0 against Burton, and of course 1-0 against Cadiz, who are a second-tier side in Spain. These are a top tier side, just got promoted back to the top tier, La Liga. But of course, this is their first pre-season game, which is why I went so mad with me 3-1. Guys, get your score predictions in. Oh, it's like playing Argentina with the blue and white stripes, isn't it? I'll leave the team up until there's a goal. So here we go. It's Malaga. And as Foxes fans have made it, Steve, if you're watching. They're all having a little bit of a mini huddle here. I'm sure we will have they're having the photograph taken. Oh no, in fact, they're in their away strip, Malaga. Well, I think the home strip is definitely blue and white. So a bit late kicking off. We've got a Coley up there. He's going to be swapping his banner. And let's hope Ochiro can carry on his scoring. Guys, get your thoughts in as we go through the game. I've got to say that pitch does look better. And just as I say that, Owen Palmer-Atkin agrees with me. So Leicester City going to kick off. Leicester City, blue shirts, blue shorts, and blue socks, all in blue again back today. The opposition, they're in like a salmon pink, is it? White sleeves, white shorts, and pink socks as well. Obviously giving it a bit of a run out to get sales up with the fans. And we're away. So Leicester City take kick-off. Yeah, I mean, again, Owen's just saying it is the toughest the toughest test of their pre-season so far. But you're going to have to forgive me for not necessarily calling out all the players because there's so many new players. But Leicester dealing with it in the far. Leicester kicking from left to right, giving the ball away a bit early on here. But Malaga had it, but they've gone all the way back into their own half. And then it does end up going all the way back to the goalkeeper. So I say Leicester kicking left to right and Malaga kicking right to left. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. It is indeed to Malaga. That was Skip there, taking him down. Let me put the team up there for you. I'll tell you what I do. I'll put that there, and then what I can do. And we'll put that across the bottom. There we go. Yeah, it's like a... Do you know what I've been eating? You know those squishy sweets where it's half white, half pink? I've been eating those today. It's like the pink on those. Anyway, Leicester have it. Playing it forward. But it doesn't get through to another Leicester player as Malaga cut it out. Malaga turning well. And now can Leicester break? Yes, they can. Down this right-hand side. Alves now. He's brought down. He's brought down, Mr. Referee. That was absolutely blatant. That was what I would call an Argentinian style foul. If I'm honest with you. I mean, Alves was cutting inside. So Leicester's first free kick. And it's Alves is over the ball and Page. No, Braybrook and Page. Sorry. Braybrook and Page. It looks like it's going to be Page. As Braybrook's walking away. All the Leicester players on the far side of the goal. The free kick's on the left-hand side. It's headed clear. Well, it wasn't clear. It was headed up rather than clear. But Leicester keep hold of it. Back in the centre of the opposition half. Lovely ball out here to Alves. Socks around the ankles. You can tell it's him. Page now. Back to Skip. Some nice little one-on-one passing here from Leicester. We're keeping hold of the ball. Yeah, they're not rushing into anything. Leicester, I think the strategy here is just to take the sting out of Malaga's first game. Mavididi in the corner. Oh, it's a corner, is it? No. Oh, he's kept it in. It's not quite falling for a Leicester City player. I have to say, I thought it had gone out. The actual goal lines, obviously all the way to the corner flags, they're so close to the boarding behind. And he managed to keep it in, Mavididi, but it just wouldn't fall for a Leicester player. Cheers, everybody. So it's a free kick just at the far side for Malaga. They boot it high. It's actually gone all the way through to a player on this side for Malaga. Munoz, and he's kept it. Hello there. So now it's Malaga's turn to hold the ball. It's going to go all the way back to the keeper. It was a wasted opportunity there because it was like a free kick and a short free kick, and it was all the way over it was an up and under from the right hand side at Malaga, to the left-hand side at the Leicester end. But it's still 0-0. 5 minutes gone. Just a throw in for Leicester. Oh, well held there. Joseph there did a good skip over that tackle. If it's me, but when I watch the team now, they are actually playing a hell of a lot better. When you come to think it's all youngsters and it's being changed all the time, playing a whole lot better than we saw last season. I don't want to get too excited. Yeah, we've sold all our season tickets, Mark. We've sold out as well. In fact, I was talking to a West Ham fan the other day, and yeah, that wasn't on purpose, but it is a free kick which they've taken quickly. Malaga on the near side in the Leicester half. Leicester, like I say, kicking left to right, but he loses the ball to the Leicester defender. Leicester dealt with that quite well, but they lose it as they play it up. Yeah, he was sort of saying, "Is it? Oh, hang on now. Oh, there was a through ball there. And the guy was. Oh no, come on! It was a through ball, and the Malaga striker was chasing after it, but McCarthy came out and collected it at sort of mid-drift height, and then it was a throw out to a defender, and it was so close. You know what I think about that. But yeah, he wasn't sure about West Ham this season, to be honest with you. Of course, you are after half our team. I tell you what, West Ham, you can have Faze if you want and a Coley. They're available. Leicester playing it a bit riskily at the back here. It's on the far side, a little up and under. That'll go. The goalkeeper will come out and head it, but the Leicester player was offside anyway. And I think Mavididi was well offside there, to be honest with you. Anyway, it's back with the Malaga keeper. He manages to keep it away from Mavididi, who was closing him down. He's pretty even at the moment, I've got to say. As I say, for me, this is a difficult one to call. There's an overlap on this near side. And now it's gone out to the far side. Mavididi there. Well done, sir. He got it, took it to the line and got the throw in. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around how this one's going to go, because these are definitely the toughest team that we've come up against in the pre-season. But this is their first pre-season game, so it's really hard to call. If this had been their fifth pre-season game, then I'd probably be more worried. Mavididi then, a ball right into the box. It was a good cross from Mavididi. I thought it was going to go straight to Achira, but the goalkeeper came out and collected it. If he hadn't done that, that would have been 1-0 Leicester. Please do us all a favour. If you would. Hang on now. Leicester coming forward. Baybrook to Alves. Oh, you'd have put money on Will Alves there. The Malaga keeper came out. He's down now. I think the ball might have hit him in the face. That was a good move again. Baybrook to Alves. I mean, it was a love. I mean, Baybrook, took two defenders out. Oh, I don't know. Now, come on, Mr. Keeper. That was cheating there from the Malaga keeper. He was stood up and then he went down afterwards. It was one of those like delayed reaction moments. So it's a throw into Leicester on this near side, almost level with the penalty box for Malaga. Joseph tries to take it around too many though, and he loses it. But then Malaga give it straight back to us with a poor pass. Malaga players not in tune with each other there. Skip now. Don't forget, of course, we have got our last. It's hard to think. We're only, is it 3 weeks off the first match, which is the Carabao Cup into preliminary round 7 or something. He may well be on in the second half. Watchery. He's going to, yeah, he's going to say, I'm going to agree with Owen there. He is a little bit deep, but Alves has got it again. They seem to want to get to Alves at every opportunity, and I can't blame them. It's a slip up. Watchery, he just couldn't get the ball down. There's too many defenders around him. Oh, and that's going to be a free kick to Malaga. Yeah, so please like the video if you're in 48 in. Please click that like button. It really does help the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. I mean, the guys that are in the chat have subscribed because you have to. So thank you very much. A couple of new ones in there. I was to click that notification bell because until the season gets up and underway again, the shows are all over the place. Don't forget we did, and you can get this on the LTiDtv channel. We had the 5,000 to 1 to League One, the rise and fall of Leicester City. That was on Thursday night. We also had on Tuesday night we had we had the Sin Bin, room 13, a bit like room 101 on the telly. But Malaga have the ball now. Lovely. They do these cross field balls very well, Malaga. It's in the corner here on the near side in Leicester's half. They are forced back a little bit, Malaga. They don't have much when they get the ball into this left corner or the right corner of Leicester's defensive area. They don't really seem to have a lot of options to do with it. Hi Adrian, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you back again. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I think we all needed a period off, didn't we? I mean, I did the World Cup, but I did it very sporadically. I think a break was what we needed after last season. Don't you? I think the World Cup didn't really sort of chill me down at all either. I'm just a bit worried as who's going to be left because we do seem to be selling every man and his dog. The moment Malaga have it's in their own half, and it goes all the way back to their keeper. Coming up to 15 minutes gone. And it's back with their keeper. Look, the gentleman that's is it Nahid? We get you like Hamza. One more post about him, and you'll be muted. There's no spamming in here. Now, Leicester coming forward. Page. Alves plays it back to Page. Page to Joseph. And we're now being forced to go back to Akoli. Now Nelson. We've gone backwards, but we've still got a hold of the ball. Thomas there, it was a challenge, but he managed to keep hold of it. Got it to LTiDtv, who's playing it back. Leicester sort of playing keep ball at the moment. And then Ben Nelson just puts it out. I think he was playing it to somebody in the crowd. So very quickly taken throw in by Malaga, but it doesn't come off. And now Leicester are being a little bit loose, but we got away with it, and we're burying up. This Page out to LTiDtv. Plays it in, and he was unlucky there, LTiDtv. Let's have a look. It's hard to see the ball, if I'm honest with you. And we're being linked with this guy from Orient, but they've already turned an offer of 4 million down. I don't think we've got that sort of money to spend, to be honest with you. I think those that we see coming in will be freebies. I've got to say, it's very... I wasn't keen on him. You know what I was like when we signed Bekovic. But against Cadiz, I did give him my man of the match. So that fence is well and truly planted between my arse cheeks. I mean, I think if LTiDtv goes, and he could go, McCarthy might be our number one. Say you're my number one. 18 minutes gone. I presume we're going to be having a hydration break. Malaga have it down this side, playing it into the centre. They are coming up against a wall of blue wall here, but it's not like we're having to tackle them or anything. And I think that was an offside there. Yes, it was. So it's a free kick to Leicester. So free quickly taken by Leicester. Playing it around at the back. Not happy about that. So ball up. Ottery. Oh, it's a bit. Oh, it went out there. He couldn't control the ball, Ottery. Tried to get to Will Alves on this right-hand side, and unfortunately Alves couldn't keep it in. So yeah, read into that what you will, Agent. Moaned about signing him. Hey, Mr. Crambola. Yes, he did, and that's why I made him my man of the match. So there you go. Read into that what you will. So they have it on the far side now. Malaga. Running at Thomas. Thomas, well, he didn't win the ball. It was kind of given to him. You can actually tell, in fairness, because this team are going to be 2 divisions above us if you're comparing. They've just got promoted to their championship, the Liga. So You can tell it's their first pre-season game, in fairness. Leicester closing down well, though. Good tackle there. Alves is back. He got the ball off Jaden Joseph, who made that good defensive tackle. So he's got a very nice house there. Although I don't think it's houses, I think it's flats, actually, looking at it. So pretty much like a game of chess. We're 21 minutes into the game, so I guess if the hydration break is going to come, which I'm sure it will do, it will come today. Yeah, it was an offside. Will the referee take that opportunity? Malaga player number 18 saying, I don't think I was offside. Alves has just had a bottle of water thrown to him, so maybe they're not having a hydration break. Doesn't look that hot. I mean, it's 7 o'clock there, kickoff, so it's an evening kickoff over there. Of course, Malaga home strip, blue and white stripes, and they have a lot of plain blue kit as well. So it's hard to see who's Leicester and who's Malaga fans there. So we are at that 22-minute mark. Yep, Leicester taking too long with the throw-in, and it's Braybrook there. There's a poor back pass there from Malaga, and I mean the goalkeeper was lucky to get to it, and Braybrook nearly was able to take it off him. But now Malaga break. But again, Leicester standing firm and trying to break away now. Mavididi, I got 3 on him. No, he still got it, and he plays it all the way back to McCarthy in goal. He did well to keep hold of that there, did Mr. Fatawu. It doesn't look like we're having hydration breaks, which, like I say, it's going to be sort of 7:30 over there, so you wouldn't have thought it would have been that warm. And we're obviously on the coast as well at Marbella, so Leicester just playing it between the back players here. It's gone across every one of the 4 back players, and now it's possibly going all the way back again. At the moment, Leicester can't get it clear. They tried Page trying to get it through to Mavididi, but it didn't work. Jaden Joseph there, falling over, but somehow managing to keep hold of the ball. Skip on it now. Page. McCauley, who's captain, of course, for this half. Don't know whether he'll still be on it or not. Braybrook keeping the ball in on this near side. Joseph's doing well there. Forced the Malaga player to go back to his forced him to go back to his keeper, and then between the keeper and the defender for Malaga, they managed to put it out for a corner to Leicester. It's the first corner here. The 4th official doesn't look happy about something. I don't know what that is. Plenty of palm trees whilst this is being played at the Banús Football Centre. So here's Page with the corner. It's not a bad corner. Oh, it's in! It's in! I think Nelson's claiming it. Page corner. Nelson in. By the look of it. Wow. Oh, there is a drinks break. It's 25 minutes. It looked like it had gone all the way through. That's Page. It's Page's goal all the way through. No, nobody touched that. So 1-0, if I say direct from the corner, maybe we've now finally got somebody that can take corners. "26 minutes on the clock it was." Louis, I mean, I've got to say, because we were shit at corners last season, weren't we? Totally and utterly shit. And you know what? I forget to play this now because I've got that out of habit of playing it. Here we go. Martin here. Apparently on the side of the pitch, he's very, very active, very involved. I think Tom would have been happy with that one because he was always moaning about the standard of our corners last season. I think they've sold out of season tickets, Adrian. I think they've all gone. Yeah, I mean, look, not a bad way to score a goal. His first goal of pre-season. Even the referee's got a bottle of water. Out, and the water comes out on the pitch. Let's have a look at this again. No, the goalkeeper should have got to that. Just looking at the replay on the corner, the goalkeeper should have saved that. I mean, the gap between the goalkeeper's hand and the crossbar, very, very tight. You know, if I was one of them players, I'd be stood under that sprinkler. I'd be sat there going, "Yeah, thank you." And they turned off. Andy King there giving instruction as well to a Coley. Adrian, you've just hit the nail on the head there. You certainly have. Anyway, it is Malaga, I think, are just taking the kick-off. Of course they have, because they scored the goal. I'm thinking, we started after a hydration break with the kick-off, but of course, Leicester 1-0 up. Yeah, so we've got Genoa, of course, coming up. I don't know when Genoa is, actually. Big, nice view of the mountains in the background. So the difference here is Page. It was a left-footed shot from a difficult angle from the corner. Oh, the grass, you can see the grass is a bit wetter there now. Somebody's down. No, it's a Coley. It's a Coley. So it's Saturday the 1st of August. And of course we've got Northampton Town again, because we beat them 3-0 in the first pre-season friendly. It's worked out a bit like that, hasn't it? That, and we're playing Burton again as well, of course, this season. We've got Northampton in the Caribou Cup on the 8th of August, a 3 o'clock kickoff. But Genoa on the 1st of August is a 7:30 kickoff at the King Power Stadium. As far as I know, there's plenty of tickets still available for that. So LTiDtv down the far side. He's really, his speed. He's left the Malaga players for dead here. And he can't get the cross in. It's out for a second corner. Now they're going to be careful here on Malaga, I'm sure. Excuse me for the headphones on. I'm having to watch it on my radio computer. And of course, with it being a radio show that I do, I have the headphones. Right, so here it goes. It's Braybrook this time with the corner on the far side. Right footed in. It was this time it didn't go straight in. They got it clear all the way back into our own half. So Page. So it's an up and over. Alves. He looks good, does Alves. He looks good. LTiDtv now on the far side. Hey Steve, how you doing, mate? Steve Munton, my mate there. Just asking if I was having a hydration break. Plenty of them, Steve. So 34 minutes gone. Now when we played Cadiz, we had the hydration break there. They didn't have any time on for it at all. Leicester lose the ball to Malaga in the midfield, but Malaga were forced back into their own half. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think there's going to be a lot of Leicester fans eating humble pie this season with Russell Martin. I really do. So, oh no, the ball goes through all the way through to the keeper for Malaga, who are also playing it out from the back as well. God, I look huge on that, Steve. I really do. Steve just got back from doing Land's End to John O'Groats. Tell you what, the only exercise I need is seeing you doing all these cycle rides. But well done, mate. Well done. been a good pre-season, but as I always say, you can't read too much into a pre-season. You can have brilliant pre-seasons and then absolutely bomb out in the season, as we well know. And you can have absolutely awful pre-seasons, but then you go and have a fantastic season. So you can't tell. Still 1-0, 35 minutes gone. About 10 minutes left, just 9.5. I nearly went into DJ mode then and gave you a time check. Hi Jerry, how you doing? To be honest with you, I didn't pay for the first 3 games. I've only paid for the Spanish ones. I think it was 11 quid for the 3 Spanish games. So Braybrook coming down this right now. We found Alves, of course he does. They always play together well. Alves twisting and turning, plays it back to Braybrook. Plays it back to Skip now. Goes across into the centre. Comes back out now to Braybrook. Plays it, tries to get it to Alves, and it won't. It'll go out for a goal kick. Yeah, so I've only watched. I've watched the highlights, obviously, but I was talking to Steve. Did a Steve show and a Jim. Jim did a post match of the Northampton game. All sounding very good. All sounding very good. Like I say, I'm worried as I just don't know who we're going to be left with at this rate because we're selling, everybody. But we're gonna have to start saying no to some people if they can't coming in for them. LTiDtv committed the foul there. Oh, I don't know. What was that? So, a very short free kick. You've got to be careful they don't lose it here, which they nearly did. It's all the way back with the left back for Malaga. Plays it out to this near side. Now it's brought back in field. Played into the centre. Leicester players closing down a lot though. The goalkeeper for Malaga gets the ball back and kicks it out to the right back. So they finished 4th in La Liga 2 last season. And a bit of confusion there between the Malaga players as it was a pass which just went straight out. Like I say, you can tell that this is their first game. McCarthy there in goal. They're just showing not had an awful lot to do. A couple of minor saves. Leicester in the corner there. We skip now. This is the problem. They're just playing. It all goes all the way back to MacArthur. Problem with this is they play themselves into corners. So, lost the ball now to Malaga. And it was a poor pass, and I think it goes out for a goal kick. Yes, it does. Like I said, the area behind the lines that goes up to up to the surrounding advertising hoardings. Oh no, Alan! Alves! Oh! Wow. I think that was Braybrook. I've seen that move. It was Braybrook to Alves. Over the keeper. Just wide. I've seen that move in a lot. I've seen it in a lot of games, but I've seen. There's another game going on behind. Yeah, I've seen the way Braybrook and Alves came together. Then that is a pairing that's going to be. I think. Well, I would anyway. I was very unlucky from Alves. So, last 5 minutes. Yeah, it was the first. I think it was the first shot, possibly by Malaga, but it was very high. Malaga goalkeeper plays it out short. Oh, Skipman nearly cut that out, but it was a bad ball out again. And there's a foul to Malaga. Ottery was chasing the ball, but it was a free kick. And again, a poor ball from Malaga. They do this a lot, play the ball all the way across, but it was nowhere near the player that it was intended for. Leicester players trying to warm up just off the pitch there. They've not got a lot of space to do it. McCarthy. Oh. And now we've given it away. Giving it away. Get a free kick to Leicester. We are backing ourselves into corners here. And that was effort by Leicester. Did go in the back of the net, but it wasn't allowed because the flag was up. Yeah, we seem to sort of really. I would be worried if this was a Malaga if this was their 5th pre-season game, we wouldn't have got away with as much as we have done at the back. Coley comes forward. Alves. So industrious, he's everywhere. I mean, I'm gonna agree with Jim. I mean, I think he is going to be our new Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Unless they get a free kick on Sammy Braybrook. Page lost the ball. Yes, he has. Louis Page has lost the ball. Free kick against Thomas. As the linesman nearly walks on the photographer. Like I say, not a lot of room off the pitch. We are into the last minute of normal time. Yeah, Thomas was holding it. So it's a free kick here. Been just seeing a Leicester England flag. So it's a free kick on the far side, almost level with the goal line, with the penalty box. On the far side, right-footed comes in. Poor corner. Will he add the 3 minutes on for the hydration break? That's the question. So it's on this near side, and we've given the ball away. And then we win it back. Skip running forward. He's given all the freedom of the LTiDtv can't get it into the box. So brilliant run by Skip. And now Malaga can break away. Oh, and a good defending by Leicester. I think it'll be a corner. on the far side. We are at the 45 now. We are into stoppage time. It was a good breakaway, but Skip there running. It was like the Red Sea for Moses. Just parted and he ran through. So it's a short corner. Now it comes in. Oh, dealt with. Is that the half time? I think that is the half time. Can't tell. It was a quick, short blow on his whistle. And here we go. Malaga 0, Leicester City 1. And I now do need a hydration break. I will bring my erstwhile colleague in. Wayne, sir. Well, it gets better. I'll give you my thoughts, but I just do need to go. My plants are desperate for water.
Go on, mate. I'll ask guys in the chat what they think.
Cheers, mate.
Right, so guys, what do you think in the chat? I thought that was a brilliant half for different reasons, but what do you guys think? Any highs or lows? So what do you guys think then? Because I'm really optimistic. I wasn't a fan of Russell Martin. I wanted a different guy in because of his stubbornness in the system. But I can't see anything this pre-season that he's doing wrong. Don't know what anybody else thinks. It'd be interesting, Tom's views, because last year Tom did the FM manager and him and Chris set the scenario with Leicester getting relegated, having to sell all the high earners, play all the Seagrave kids like Braybrook Alves, Aluko, etc. And he actually got his team promoted out of League Two into League One in the season that Leicester got relegated from the Championship into League One. And interestingly, Tom wanted Braybrook back in the January transfer window from on loan at Chesterfield. So I didn't particularly agree with Tom because I wanted him to stay at Chesterfield, but it'd be interesting to hear what you guys in the chat think about how well the Seagrave kids in the under-21s are doing in these pre-season games. Anybody coming through with any thoughts? I wasn't listening to Chris. I don't know what Chris was saying through the match. It's interesting that Braybrook, one thing I did find interesting, so Braybrook is known in the team as the playmaker, and they absolutely loved him at Chesterfield. Said he was super professional, super fit, very intelligent. But it's interesting, when we had that free kick when Alves got taken down by a defender blocking him because he knew he was going to get past him, and Braybrook and Page were standing over the ball, it seemed like the Leicester City bench told Braybrook to leave it and for Page to take the free kick. And interestingly, Page took the in-swinging corner from the right for the goal, and Braybrook took the in-swinging corner from the left, being right-footed. So let's have a look what you guys say. AJN, yeah, 100% AJN. The young kids, they just play with bravery, to play the ball forward, and we 100% missed it. And World War II, Wendell, yeah, 100%. If this game doesn't show that all those Seagrave kids are more than capable, I don't know what does. Oh, you're on mute, Chris. You're catching the weight disease, Chris.
I am. I'm getting it off you here, aren't I?
No.
Now then, Wayne, I'm torn about this game because, like I say, we are playing. They finished fourth in their second division last season, so they're playing in the Premier League or the Liga this upcoming season. So the two divisions ahead of us. We look very good, but I'm balancing that out with this is their first pre-season game.
Yeah, I think that's 100%, Chris. So I've got things I'm really impressed with are we've got great press and it's organised. We look really sharp in our fitness. We're playing in brilliant triangles, intelligent triangles, which does mean that people. So if you're playing pass and move football, you need somebody to move in space in order to make the easy pass. And the positional awareness is excellent. And yeah, you are right. It's the first pre-season. They only finished the end of last season 4 weeks ago, didn't they? So that is, and interestingly, before the Genoa game, Russell Martin in the post-match said they actually made the players do a double fitness session before the Genoa match. So, yeah.
But, I mean, last season, that was one of the things. They weren't fit, were they?
They weren't. And I wrote a question down here halfway through. That is the most interesting half of pre-season I've ever watched, watching Leicester City.
Wow.
So many brilliant things in it. I wrote down the question, would you say it's obvious we have 7 academy lads in the team? No. But then also I thought, well, hang on a minute. Yes, it is obvious we've got 7 academy lads in the team because we're playing better. Well, I mean, the defense, the high press, the press out the back. Yeah. I mean, they were doing the switch play from right to left.
Yes, they were.
And JJ was the girl in space, but JJ just handled that brilliantly. He handled it so well as a defence. We look really organised as a defence, Chris. It's quite scary.
Well, okay, we're going to argue about this then.
Go on.
Because I don't think we do. I'm worried about this playing out from the back. They kicked off for the second half. Oh, is this another game we're playing here?
It's the highlights, I think, Chris.
No, because they're not playing in the same. No, it's a different ground.
Oh no, it's from the last game, Chris.
Yeah, I was confused me then. I thought, bloody hell, they changed the strip as well. The opposition. I've been disappointed with the defence because, and the reason for that is because they're playing it out from the back again. And there's so many times that we are playing ourselves into a corner. And then, if we were playing a team that wasn't their first game of the season, pre-season game, I think we would have been punished. And I just think we could have been a couple of goals down. We give the ball away, but then they're giving it away more. I know I'm never happy. People are going to say we're winning 1-0, but these games.
Humbug, Chris. Humbug.
Indeed, young Wayne. I've got here giving a ball away, playing out, and I wrote this down at 42 minutes, but I could have written it down 10 times before. We do back ourselves into corners. I don't like playing out from the back. Funny thing is, they've been doing that as well, and they've played themselves into trouble.
100%, Chris. I mean, it's interesting that you've picked up on that, and I didn't pick. I looked at all the positive things because, for once, that's why I think it's the best half of a game. Yeah, look, are they only 4 weeks off the end of the season? Yeah, is this the first game? But the La Liga, like the Liga 2, is equivalent to Championship level.
Yes, it is.
And the Liga is equivalent in general. The top sort of 10 teams to like Premier, and then it tails off a bit. But so I get that. And so when I watched Southampton when in the Premier League, they were offensively brilliant, competitive in midfield, created lots of chances, but they absolutely upped up on some absolutely catastrophic. So in other words, they'd be 2-0 up. they make a couple of defensive errors within the last 5 minutes of the game and either draw or lose. So that is the one thing about it. But I think everything else about the team is, and don't forget, we've not got a Luco in the side. I think it's a bit of an experiment putting a Luco in as captain. I think he's done it psychologically to get saying, this is your opportunity. Let's see what you can do. And I don't think Coley is. I don't think he'll be in the starting 11.
I will equal it out, because I have seen that a lot, and it does annoy me when we do that. But look, I've got to get used to it. We've been doing it for 3 seasons. We're going to be doing it for the next 3 seasons. But when we're going forward, I mean, you can tell. I think you can tell that this is their first pre-season game. Passes are going astray. You know, they're not. I mean, right at the end, then Skip had a run, and he ended up passing it to LTiDtv, who lost the ball. But the Malaga defenders parted like the Red Sea for Moses, and Skip just kept on running. We do have that fitness there, which I don't think we've had for a few seasons. Baybrook and Alves are just looking so good together. You know, it's like watching a porn film. I mean, it's just so nice to see. Not in that way, but you know, it's just beautiful to see.
As in the artistic way they present the media.
Exactly. They do. They just find each other. They instinctively know where each other is, and that's, you can tell. You know, they've been playing together for a few seasons now. But nobody. I wouldn't say anybody's had a bad game. But I've got to say, what a corner. Tom must have been absolutely sat there and thinking, why do I need Viagra? Because he moaned so much last season about how bad the corners were. We couldn't get it past the first man. I mean, yes, their goalkeeper should have saved that. He should have had that covered. But, wow, what a goal.
Yeah, and it's interesting. So I was saying to the guys in the chat, so when Alves got brought down by a defender because he was going to beat him and get in the box, we had a free kick and we had Braybrook and Louis Page over the ball. And interesting, then they both looked back at, so the bench must have shouted them. Braybrook and Page looked back and the bench must have said, no, Louis Page is taking this free kick.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was quite surprising. Then Louis Page took the right corner on the right-hand side, being left-footed in swinger, and he got the goal. And the keeper did flap at that. It was just too far near the post. He just fell over, basically.
Yeah.
But also then Braybrook took the corner on the left-hand side because he's right-footed. So they must have said to the two guys, basically, we want in-swingers on this keeper for the corner kicks.
Yeah,
and so that isn't it amazing? We had that set piece coach that did the sweet Fanny Adams, and yet we've got 2 corners. Which, I mean, that Braybrook corner was very dangerous, actually.
Yes, it was. Look, I am just playing devil's advocate here because it is a good performance, but we have to take into account that it is only the first. It is still pre-season, do you know what I mean? But a few things we need to tighten up on. But, you know, talking about that free kick there, wasn't it good that Martin was there to make that decision?
100%. And that shows to me, and like Jim, he says he loves the way, he likes managers that coach the players every opportunity. Yes. And during the half-time, he was coaching. In fact, when the players went on after the hydration break, he was actually shouting to Thomas, saying and giving him instructions, even when he's walking back to go back to the left back position. So that, but the effectiveness of that, giving players ideas. And what I do like about it, I've made another note, a Chera, is runs in behind. So there's ones where Page got it and tried to thread the ball right through the middle, and it was too strong for a Chera. But a Chera is we've got a forward that likes running in behind as well, Chris.
We do. The players are out, mate. I will see you at full time. Fingers crossed it's going to be 5 out of 5. Indeed. Thanks so much, mate. See you at full time. So there we go. Wise words there. Wise words indeed. I don't like Hamza at right back. You can't read anything into positions on here because it is all, like I say, it is all. What's the word I'm looking for? It is all, people are trying different positions and he's trying different things round. Now, let's just have a look and see. No changes. I think this will. We'll see a lot of this. I think a lot of this starting lineup, I think, will be who plays up against Northampton. Malaga have made a lot of changes. Oh, Leicester have lost it. Oh, a good save there from McCarthy. Oh no, Stolarczyk has changed. It's Stolarczyk's in goal. Thought he just said there was no changes. So Alex McCarthy. Oh! So Jakub Stolarczyk is the one change. They've had a couple of this Malaga, they've changed a lot of players, and my God, they've come out with a vengeance. I just think it's McCarthy for Stolarczyk. I think that is the only change. I'll try and find out. A couple of good saves there. Oh, onto the bar. So Coley's down. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So 6 changes for Malaga. They haven't. I know, Wayne. I know. And Wayne just said to me, interesting. But they've swapped the goalkeepers, but it's not actually on the website. It's all very funny, Wayne. All very funny indeed. So we are going to see a substitution now. A Cole is off, and Sutar is on. And that one, unfortunately, is for an injury. I think the Leicester website is a little bit behind. If you can hear the seagulls in the background, by the way, it might be just because it's loud because I've got my headphones on. I know not. But at the moment, Malaga, with those 6 changes, look to be more aggressive. Leicester City are Yeah, 6 changes for Malaga, 1 for Leicester, but like I said, they haven't tagged it up on the match reports. Leicester just struggling at the moment. Also, Coley's back on. Oh, Leicester tried to just be a little bit too clever there. Leicester obviously in all blue kit, playing now from right to left. Malaga in the salmon pink body with white arms shirt, white shorts, and salmon socks as well. So, Malaga having to do a bit of defending now. Is Sutar on or not? Wayne, tell me. I don't think he is, but they've not put the Solarchik one up, but they've put. Malaga close again. No, they've taken it down now, so the substitution obviously didn't happen. Oh, come on, Leicester, keep up with your own website, with your own map. But they've just written down there they very much have come out strong of Malaga for the second half. Is that a free kick? Yes, it is to Malaga. Taken quickly. I think what we're going to be seeing here from Malaga is a stronger team, as they've got it on the right-hand side. As Wayne said at half-time, they are very inept at switching from one side of the pitch to the other. Number 7. Oh, it's out for a corner. Their second corner of the half. I mean, have Leicester, apart from the corner, have Leicester look like scoring? 1-1. From the corner. Well deserved. And we concede our second goal. We'll just wait for confirmation. Just waiting for confirmation of the goal scorer. Chupe, apparently. LTiDtv with a shot. Oh, good save by the keeper. I tell you what, Leicester City, their social media and their websites, they're a load of shite. Finally, nearly 2 minutes after they scored. Now this will be interesting. Oh, fucking hell, Stolarczyk. So, and Leicester won the free kick, playing it short again and having to go back. Like I said, this was always going to be our toughest. Finally, we managed to get it clear and into their half with Page. Mavididi on this side. Feints. And the fucking loses it again, you wanker Mavididi. What a fucking wanker. I mean, come on, Martin. You've got to get that that out of Mavididi. He's not fucking Pele. And now we're looking all over the place. They got another corner, Malaga. I will, Craig. We got his phone number. I think we're going to make a lot of changes soon. Poor corner. Now Leicester changes. There's going to be a lot. 4, I can see. So we've got Sutar coming on, Chaplin coming on, Chowdhury coming on, and Sutar coming on. So let's have a look. So Page has gone off. Page has gone off for Chaplin. Chowdhury's got the armband. Braybrook is off. Really? Braybrook for Chowdhury? And Bobby Decova-Reid is on. He might be a bit of experience we need. Oh, for God's sake. Again, I haven't got all the substitutes yet, guys. I do apologise. O'Cheary is off for Decova-Reid. I would say we have looked toothless in this match. Joseph for DCR, which again, what they're telling me on the website is completely different to what they just put up on the screen. Oh, he's given a foul away, Chowdhury. Who knew? And Coley's off for Sutar, which was going to be made earlier, of course. Come on, Leicester, sort your social media out. Jesus Christ. Pay me, I'll come in and do it properly for you. We were a bit toothless. Oh. So like Chickso. Here we go, playing out from the back again. Who's that, Wayne? Sorry, mate. I mean, this is a different... Well, it's a different Malaga, I have to say. Completely different Malaga. So it was a pair of underpants the guy was holding up then. It was a flag that was waving in the wind. Oh, sorry, Wayne. Sorry. I get you. Oh, good God. Malaga hit the post. Wow. Yeah, Chaplin losing the ball there. There was a hit. Oh, and it was Stelarczyk was nowhere. Oh, and the keeper for Malaga there. Don't know who he was passing it out to, but it went to. They got two balls on the pitch now. I guess, Wayne, you could say we're just going to suck it and see. There you go. So the throw into the box. Oh, Chaplin header there. And a header. It was on target. Goalkeeper had to save it. Thank you, Wayne. I'm here all week. Thankfully, there's only one day of it left. Can you hear them bloody seagulls? I don't know if you can or not. You can tell I live by the sea by the seagulls making the noise. Because, of course, if I lived near a bay, they'd be called bagels. My jokes are like buses. You wait long enough for one, and then two come along at once. So Leicester are really struggling in this half, I'm going to say. Mavadidi's not going to get that. He dived. Tom Daly would have been absolutely proud of that. You're going to dive, Mavadidi. At least make it look. This is true WW. Tell you what, everything we were doing in the first half, we're not doing in the second half. All the good we were doing in the first half, absolutely nothing in this second half. And I have to say that Malaga do look the more likely. And they have the ball here on the right, kept in. Again, in the first half, all the loose balls were going to Leicester. All the loose balls now are actually falling in for Malaga. And they're on the far side, playing it well into the box. 2-1 to Malaga. It was coming. Thank you, Owen. That's exactly what I said. Wow. And they're having the hydration break now as well. Wow, Ochoa there, 2-1. Gee, it was all looking so good as well. I did say in that first half, though, didn't I? Did say, I wasn't sure about this. Right, I just made it 2-1 to Leicester then. But again, we did say that this was going to be our most difficult and hardest match so far. Stolarczyk was trying to do a Schmeichel. please do that. And got 20 minutes to come back. Yeah, we can. This is obviously the stronger side for them. Andy King giving some instructions and showing some pictures to Hamza Chowdhury. He's probably going, "Hey Hamza, stay there. This is my dog. It's got a new dog. Do you like it? It's my new dog." Who knows? Who knows? But you can see it coming, you know. What? Carambola. Is that right? Carambola's right there. So Leicester kicking off. I can't see Leicester coming back from this. Lorenz Hutchinson is on. Oh. Neil and Hutchinson are on. Not sure who's gone off at the moment. Leicester have got it now at the moment on the far side, just inside the Malaga half. Oh, there's quite a raft of changes there. Couldn't keep up with it all. Couldn't keep up with it all. Koulibaly is on. Carr is on. Skipper's gone off for Neil. Jaden Joseph is off for Koulibaly. I mean, this is completely different, and what I'm seeing on screen is completely different to what they're telling me on the website. I don't know who Hutchinson has come on for. That's the thing. Can't tell you that. Be nice when we get back to normal games. You can they limit the number of substitutions. Yeah, Joseph off for Koulibaly. Mavididi off for Carr. Skip off for Neil. I'm just wondering who went off for Hutchinson. Because what it's telling me, like I say on the website, is completely different to what was coming up on the screen. Now they're changing it again, honestly. Who is in charge of the Leicester City website and the Leicester City social media? Luke Thomas is off for Koulibaly. Oh, this is just fucking stupid. So we've got, according to the website, we've got Skip is off for Carr. Thomas is off for Koulibaly. Joseph is off for Luco. skip is off for Neil. Although it says skip for Carr. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, Alves wins us the corner. So I don't know who Hutchinson is on for. Make that up as you go along. Fucking hell, Leicester City. Honestly, your online presence is just absolutely crap. Who knows, Wayne? Who fucking knows? Because what's coming up on the screen, completely different. So Neil with the corner. Not a bad one. That nearly went all the way in as well. Good defending there by Leicester, but we lose it. So Koulibaly is on the left at the moment. Delays it, gives his teammates a chance to get back. And Koulibaly held back there. Does anybody actually pay for the Leicestershire Live? And I really... And another corner for Leicester. And now Alves coming off. He has run himself ragged. About phase. Oh. Koulibaly! Wow! As Alves goes off for... Koulibaly gets one back. The unlikeliest of scorers there, but I've got to say, was a good shot. Good shot from the lad. Oh, that was through a crowd of players. Get in, young man. Get in. Wow. I'm saying the changes are threatening up. I don't know who's come on, who's gone off. Leicester City are absolutely shit at this. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. An offside for Malaga. So it's 2-2. I think I finally got that right with the scores there. I've given up. I've totally given up. Nine minutes to go. I didn't see Leicester scoring. I've got to say, I did not. But well done. Well done, Koulibaly. First goal for Leicester. They've made us work hard. And there's more. So I'm going to give up on substitutions. There's more substitutions coming up. Who's coming on now? I said Hutchinson is now coming on. They said Hutchinson had come on earlier. He looks about 4 foot nothing. Again, not sure who's gone off. Nelson off. Oh, Riley Carr there. That would have nearly got Jim going. There's another corner to Leicester. So Leicester actually now, we started the second half badly, but we're actually ending it quite well. So it's a throw in now for Leicester. Koulibaly going to take it, the goal scorer. I know you can't. Neil brings him down and gets a yellow card. Don't know about when you say the match is a game of two halves. This half is a game of two halves. Wayne will be joining me at full time, of which there's 5.5 minutes to go to then. Don't know if Clibbo will be. He said he might be, depending on his what he's got to do. Which is probably walking the dog. He's got a lovely dog. Akita, is that the I'm going to say make of dog. Is that the breed of dog? A lovely dog. So into the So we're still playing out from the back. But they get away with it, and now we're breaking down this left-hand side. Koulibaly there. I think it was with Hutchinson. He goes out for a Leicester throw. Chowdhury letting it go out there. Koulibaly. Oh, on. Yeah, Carambola. It's a save there from the Malaga keeper. And Luco does lose the ball, but it's lost in their half. We are forcing them back because the ball goes all the way back to the keeper. And they'll play it out now to their right, the left-hand side that Leicester are attacking. It was a great goal as well. Oh, Hutchinson took that ball well. Neil scores! Hey! Wow! Tommy Neal there, making it 3-2. Oh my goodness gracious me. 5-goal thriller.
Goal! Back of the net.
Wow. As it was once said on Britain's Got Talent, you weren't expecting that, were you? No, you weren't. No. Oh, Chowdhury nearly got in on the act there then. Wow. What a game. I mean, yeah, what this pre-season will be doing for the youngsters confidence-wise. Wow. There we go now. We're literally into the last minute. Don't know when it will. Again, will we be adding on the 3 minutes for the break? Leicester being forced back and giving the ball away. Oh. Now we have given it away again. We're lucky the first time, but then Malaga have given it back to us. It goes all the way back to Stolarczyk. Koulibaly, who's looked really good since he's come on. Luco. Oh, he's pushed then. No free kick. He was pushed, referee. But then Malaga give it away. Faze has the ball. Faze, whatever you want to call him. Oh, lovely ball through. Oh, Riley Carr was through. But the goalkeeper came out and blocked it. Oh, we are going to have the 3 minutes then. That'll be a goal kick. Riley Carr was unlucky there. They were claiming maybe a handball from the keeper. He was way out of his area, way past even the D. It's hard to see. Riley Carr was asking the question, he wasn't giving it. Hutchins. Oh, yes. Lovely 1-2. Oh, he's literally been given the width. And Leicester here have players up. Oh. Number 60, whoever that is, had a shot there. Malaga now. A minute and a half left of the stoppage time. Malaga playing it around. And they've got some space here. Chowdhury goes. Chowdhury wins the ball. Well done, Chowdhury. Koulibaly's really impressed me. Oh, we'll give the ball away there. I think it might have been Koulibaly, actually. No, don't know. 3-3. 92 minutes. 3-3. And I've got to say, in fairness, they probably deserved it. And that, I think, is the final. Yeah, it's all over. 3-3 at full time. Not sure who scored that third goal. It was the final kick as well. I'm just trying to find out. It's not telling me, so I can't say who got that third goal. They might tell me in a minute. I don't think they will. Right, let's just have one last go. Yeah, I've no idea who fucking scored it. But let's... Oh, Wayne, who scored their third goal?
I don't know, Chris.
Honestly, if anybody is watching from Leicester City, sack your fucking online social media staff. They're of as fucking much use as a chocolate teapot. They are absolutely, they got completely different to what was coming up on screen. What was coming up on screen, they said Lorenz Hutchinson was on half an hour before he actually came on. I mean, it was the biggest load of crap that I have ever had the misfortune to try and follow. I mean, it's not easy.
Stuart's giving you a big clue, Chris. He's number 12.
It's number 12. Oh, here we go. It was Dota. Honestly, one job, Wayne. Look, I'm going to say, they say that every game can be a match of two halves, and I said it during the watch-along, but that was a half of two halves, wasn't it?
It was. We needed the subs. It's interesting. It's the first game where he's not swapped everybody over at half time. And that was a surprise, wasn't it? When we came out with just one sub. So, but the substitutions made the difference because It was 30. I did Google it. It's 31 degrees when we kicked off. I mean, that's hot.
Yes.
That is hot. So I think the players, the substitutions to me show that the players, although they're really fit, they're just running out of gas because it was so hot. But the subs made a big difference, didn't they?
On both sides. On both sides.
Look, they came out like a different team. They really went aggressive, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Got it up there now. Who said number 12 as much help as
Stuart,
honestly. But I have to say, overall, I've got to say it was a good performance. In the first half, look, I wasn't probably as impressed as you were. You loved the first half. And I made a note here afterwards, actually, mate. I put 1-0 up to Leicester at half-time, but apart from the goal and Alves' attempt that just went wide, did we really look like scoring in the first half?
Yeah, that's true. I think one thing's hard in these pre-seasons is we don't know. So in the last two games, we've swapped everybody over, haven't we, at half-time?
Yeah.
So you don't know whether they're starting with a stronger side, but that guy that came on, he was a great player. Is it Ochoa? Brilliant. I think he got like a lot of goals last season for them in the Liga too. So you could see that the way he took that goal. So Mavridis followed him for that short corner, but Mavridis just didn't put a challenge in. It's okay following the guy, but you got to put your leg in, and he just allowed him to get the shot off, and it was really well taken, but he was allowed to get that shot off really.
He was definitely. And look, again, I'm going to have a moan about Leicester City. Please, whatever you put up on the screen is what you should be putting up on your website. At one point, they'd put the 4 changes up and then took 3 of them down again because they didn't agree with what was going up on the screen. Skip had gone off twice. I didn't realise we had 2 players. I mean, it was a complete and utter brain fart, I'll tell you. But look,
look, our Leicester City League 2. No, I'm sorry, they're ex-Prem. That is just not good enough as a professional club. No, that is not good enough.
No, it's not. It's not. Look, you're making us pay for this, so at least get your information right. That second half, it was much more involved, wasn't it? I made a lot more notes for the second half than I did for the first. I've actually ended up crossing all my substitution. Look, this is my notes about the substitutions.
Don't tell CFC realise there's only so much space on an A4 piece of paper, Chris.
I know. But look, they came out and they'd made, I think, 6 changes at half time, including, I think, a couple of new signings that they've made. And I was looking at that and thinking, because I said in the first half, didn't I? It didn't, this wasn't the proper Malaga. And,
yeah.
And obviously we don't know those players. But in the second half, you're looking at it and going, okay, first half wasn't their A team. And they made those changes. And my God, we were all over the place. I mean, I put here, they hit the post on 63. We have looked toothless in this match. And everything we were doing good in the first half, we were not doing in the second half.
Yeah, I think they shocked us, to be honest, Chris. I think we're on top. So it's like anything in sport. When you're on top, you can take the foot off the gas. We came on, thinking probably should have done the ice challenge or something, get them moving a bit. But yeah, I think they just shocked us. And that Ochoa, brilliant player. You can see why he's got so many goals last season. In fact, I'm going to follow them and see how many goals he gets in the La Liga. But I think he just shocked the team, and we just struggled to get to grips with it. Yeah.
But then of course, they'd equalised by then, hadn't they? At some point, 1-1, 52 minutes from a corner. Well, I put here, well deserved. I've got to say this. Stolarczyk doesn't fill me with confidence.
Did you see
McArthur,
that when he came out to intercept that thing and he completely missed it and the guy went through and got it? Oh, no.
I know. Thank God we bought McCarthy. I said at the time what a good buy he was.
You called that early, didn't you, Chris?
I did. Checked in the post, mate. But look, it was 1-1, and deservedly so. They were all over us. We made some subs, which I think we needed at that point. They then hit the post, and then that Ochoa, 67 minutes, 2-1 up. That was coming, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, they could have been 3-1 up. The one that hit the post came back across the goal. Stolarczyk, I don't think it helped the defence. Once you lose confidence, it's a strange thing in sport. Once it goes, it's hard to get it back. And to be on top, and they come out and hit us hard, and I think we struggled with it. And with Stolarczyk in, I don't think he helped the defence. But then again, when the subs came on, the ever so confusing subs, it did give us the energy we needed to get back into the game, though. That's the one thing I will say.
Yes, yeah. Clibo's trying to get in, but it's not working for him at the moment. I'm just going to send him the link again. See, knowing Clibo, he's probably clicking on an old link.
Oh, Prashant says hello. Someone's ready for the Spider-Man movie. Well, Prashant, quite often during the match, Chris is climbing the walls, aren't you?
Sorry, I'm just sending something through to Clibo. What was that? Sorry.
Prashant says hello. Well, someone is ready for the Spider-Man movie. I says, well, often during the matches, you're climbing the walls, aren't you, Chris?
I am indeed. I am. Right. Okay. He's got in. Whatever he was doing, he sorted. He sorted himself out. Let's bring him in. And Clibo.
All right, guys.
How are you feeling after that?
All right, actually. I wasn't going to watch it, and then I thought, you know what? This would be a sort of back end of the pre-season. Let's see what progress they've made. And I was largely impressed, I have to say. I thought there were some really good, real positives. And I think Wayne said earlier, you wouldn't know necessarily that these were kids, or, it's nice to see the transition from youth to first team football. Yes, you can say that Malaga is their first pre-season game, but they're not a bad outfit. They've got some skillful players, some lovely touches from some of their players, very skillful. But at the end of the day, it's an equaliser, because we're playing literally players that have not played first team football. They've played, boys football in essence. I thought we looked very compact in the first half in defence. The only downside to the way we play is that we seem to get caught out in those fullback positions, which has been happening for bloody last 2 or 3 seasons now. I'm not sure how you can counter that. I guess that's just a pitfall of the system. But we got into their faces once they got the ball back. There was pressure on the goalkeeper at all times. None of them were afraid to go forward. Braybrook the link play was magnificent. I think if you can be dominant with that style in League One, there's not many teams you beat 95%. I think it'll draw a lot of fouls on us, so I would expect quite a few fouls going on. What I have slight reservation over is whether 95% of the teams in League One will allow us to play that way. So it'd be interesting to see when we play the Hod Carriers United.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, Wayne, and this is our toughest test yet. And like I said, if you take the first half of the second half, if that makes sense, it was completely different to the first half. I wasn't overly impressed with Leicester in the first half. Wasn't overly impressed with them at the start of the second half. Martin made the changes. He made a few switches of positions. And my God, I will go on record here as saying the second half of the second half. I'm getting a bit precise here, as Jim would say, the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter. That was probably as well as I have seen Leicester play for at least 2 seasons.
Yeah, that shows you that they made all the changes and they brought on that brilliant forward. And look, they will be the most technically gifted players we probably say play all season, unless we draw a high-ranking team in the cup. So I think that was a really good test. I'm happy for that test that we faced. And some people have found wanting, but so the subs made the difference in this game. So their subs kind of gave us a sucker punch and made us think, geez, bloody hell, what's happening here? And then they thought they were on top of the game. And then Russell Martin made the subs and brought all that energy on. I mean, Koulibaly, that's what I was saying. Why isn't he playing in our team last season?
Well,
Because when he had his debut, he played brilliantly. So,
but he wasn't playing in his normal position. This is what I'm saying. And Clibbo, I think, have we finally got a manager who does have not necessarily a plan B, but a plan A plus?
Maybe. I mean, I think it was a real tactical battle between the managers, which was nice to see. Nice to see them earning their corn. I think it to me it seems that Martin Russell's ego has been sort of extinguished a little bit from the Rangers debacle, which is a good thing. I was not happy about having him here, but once you're appointed him, you have to support him. And what I've seen so far is somebody that looks like he wants to play progressive football. He's got an ability to change it tactically. The players seem to respect him, which is, it's a big part of what the project hopefully will become. I'm still very confident, and even more so after seeing that. I think what we do need is a wily old fox in the box. I do think we're missing that.
Is Chaplin not that?
No, I don't think so. He's very strong. I think he needs a couple more games to get back into the things. He's very strong, holds the ball well. I think that'll be important as a 10, but I definitely think we need a 9. I don't think we need to go and spend a stupid amount of money on it either. I think we need to go find somebody. All right, Danny Ings, that was their, it's not going to happen. Somebody kind of in that mould who's willing to come in. But you see there today, the players were all willing to get forward and have a crack. Some are going to be better at finishing than others. But that says to me that you're not just going to be relying solely on a striker. But there were times today where I thought a number 9 would have mopped up.
Yeah,
a decent number 9.
We've been linked with this Don Ballard from Leighton Orient, but they've already turned down a £4 million offer for him. So I'm guessing we're going to have to go in at least at 5, and we haven't got that sort of money.
No.
I want to ask you, Clibbo, I'll come back to you in a second, Wayne, if you don't mind. I just want to ask Clibbo, looking at those two halves, Stolarczyk is worrying the hell out of me in goal. And I have to say, I was right when I said right at the start of the season what a good buy this McCarthy was.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I was watching him in the first half, and the thoughts that came silly. The thing that came into my mind was he's going to be the first choice keeper.
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't think he would have came here with a sort of secondary ambition to be second and third choice keeper.
Yeah.
And I do think he will start. He does look more comfortable with his feet, but again, it does worry me the amount of pissing around at the back. But I see why they do it. Martin's style, you can see.
I'm going to come on to that because I've got a good point to make about that in a second. I love playing out from the back. I just want to go to Wayne. And the guy that you pointed out on their side, Ochoa, made it 2-1. It was coming, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was coming, and you could see even with the subs at 58 minutes, they were still on top. And it took the second bank of subs to make the difference. But yeah, you can see why. I mean, that like Clibo said, you imagine him playing for us, and that's why they're in the La Liga, because his goals make the difference. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the one thing, okay, so I think defensively, when we step out, aggressive, stepping into midfield to break things up earlier, I like what we do. I think JJ was, when they did the switch play, JJ dealt with that really well. And that's even without a Luco in there. So, and that's with the making a Coda captain, which did puzzle me. But I do like a lot of what we do defensively. But Russell Martin's Achilles heel, when Southampton were in the Premier League, and I watched a lot of their matches, the forward chances are created, possession brilliant. They just threw games away in the last 5 or 10 minutes by catastrophic, supposedly passing between the teammates and just passing to the opposition sometimes. So that's the weakness in this system. It's our only Achilles heel. And I just hope we have got younger players that if we do make a mistake, they are more able to cover it. Like the switch play, JJ was able to deal with that because he's quick. Whereas we've had two old and static defenders. But I think that's Russell Martin's, apart from, as Clipper said, an out-and-out striker. I think that is the only Achilles heel. Yeah. I don't know we need to play to the system, but I think we will be prone to making mistakes at the back that give goals away. Yeah,
Bekovic, 39, is just on Sky Sports earlier, wants to play on after Leicester exit, wants to carry on playing with interest from across Europe and the EFL, sorry. Well, why didn't he stop with us, I wonder then, but as I think if he stopped with us, he may have been first choice, who knows. We made the changes then, Clibo, which were a lot of changes going on, and Leicester didn't seem to know, the website didn't seem to know what the TV programme was doing, and vice versa. We got back into the game. Look, we can see he's going to be playing it out from the back. I can't believe I'm going to say this now. Please do nobody clip this and ever play it back to me. But we actually didn't look uncomfortable playing it out from the back. We actually seemed to get it. The passes that were coming off, I think only a couple of times we gave it away, but then they were giving it away as well. Some of that time, I think, Clipper, if we're going to do it out, play it out from the back, looking at today's game, it looked a lot better than we've looked again for 2 seasons playing out from the back.
Yeah, and one of the other things that crossed my mind was, whilst I was watching those patterns of play, is how much better we do it than the previous teams. But I also thought to myself, this team would have beat last season's team. It would have. It has more desire. It has much better fitness. It has better legs.
Yes.
One thing I will say is there are a couple of players that I think still need to. I don't want to say bulk up, but just be a little bit more stronger. I thought Louis Page, he was full of endeavour and he looks good. He looks good, but I think he looks quite weak on the ball at times. He'll be shoved off the ball a little bit in League One. I think he needs to. He's brave. He's got all the right attributes, but he needs to put a little bit of muscle on the bone. But that's going to happen.
Yes. We were getting back into the game then, and look, we've Koulibaly, Wayne, is an enigma, isn't he? Because we've not seen enough of him to say doesn't he? We want him or whatever, but he's been that sort of player that he said, well, he can't be worse than we've actually got on the pitch, which was Hamza and Ricardo. He wasn't really playing that role. I mean, it was very central, but he took his goal well, and it went through a crowd of players, didn't it?
He did, and when you look at it, when we signed him, when you look at the kind of the profile player he was, he likes to get forward. In that first game, he was playing like left back, left winger. He was dropping inside to inside right. He was going right down the wing, getting crosses in. You're thinking, my God, this is a complete, aggressive, athletic player with a good touch, and that is one of the best sort of debuts that I've seen a person at Leicester City for a long time, and it's really puzzling when we've performed as shite as we have, like why Luco, Braybrook, Alves, and other people have not got in this side, especially Koulibaly, and I'm really happy for him. And it was just so aggressive. That's one thing. There is a lot of aggressive, forward-thinking play on it. And the one thing is, I just want to mention, going back like that, playing out from the back, obviously Russell Martin, that caused Southampton to get relegated from the Premier League, unquestionably. But we are in League One. Yeah. So we will get punished far less for doing that. And I do think, not piss the league, but, you know, I can't see any team being able to deal with our on-the-ball football skill, our speed of thought, and our aggressive front play. And also, one thing about when the subs came on, although they were attacking us and they could have got 3 goals in there at the post and they got 2-1, we allowed them because the players were getting knackered. As soon as that second bank of fresh energy came on, we took the game to them and they were less able to get into our box because they were more occupied with defending against us. So you got to say Russell Martin, great subs.
Did you say piss the league?
Hello, Leicester LTiDtv WhatsApp group. Just want to say we're smashing this fucking league. Oh, it's easy. These are little tin pot little slugs in this league, and we're going to beat every single one of them. We're gonna be miles clear come the end of May. No problems whatsoever. Like Burton Albion, piss poor. Our little children beat them. So yeah, I'm back on board, boys. Back on the wagon. The piss in this league. HMS Piss the League is setting sail.
He's going to hear that all season.
Sorry, why have you got an image of Steve sitting on a toilet at Christmas trousers down around his ankles? I mean,
because he's pissing the league.
I know.
Yeah.
But
you want to see the ones he's got of you, Wayne? Hey, Wayne, you want to see the ones he's got of you? You send them in the private chat.
You do know the guys stand up when they go for a piss, though, Chris. Don't you? Don't sit down.
We might have been doing the other one as well. We couldn't have covered it up quite as well if we'd done that. And Clibbo, 2-2, and you shouldn't be thinking we were then the ones that were in form. And like I say, I'm having to balance this. Don't want to get too excited because this was their first pre-season game, but they were a team that's just got promoted from their championship, if you like, or their League 2 to League 1, La Liga 1. We got 1 yellow card, Neil. I mean, I don't think that needed to be a yellow, to be honest with you.
Nor did I.
Tell you what, who pissed me off, and that was Mavididi. A couple of times, honestly, I thought we'd actually signed Tom Daly. He was diving for free kicks like you wouldn't believe, and the referee was just ignoring him. And I was beginning to think we were probably going to be seeing the better Mavididi this season. But again, and I screamed at the set halfway through that half, because again, he tried to do too much. And he's doing this diving. For God's sake, please, can we sell him?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I hate to say this, I think he'll be a bit of a game changer in League One.
Not if he carries on like he will, because all he's going to do is give the ball away.
I think he's far too skillful for the players in League One that he'll face. He'll skin them. I mean, there was a couple of occasions down that wing where he had them on toast, and he just jumped over to them, bombed past them. Now, Mavididi's end product has never been the greatest, but what I did see, and from a positive point of view, is that he was going to the byline a few times and crossing it in. All right, his crosses weren't the best; they got corners from them. So I'm kind of I'm not entirely agreeing with you there, Chris. I think he would be an asset. If we got 7 million for him, then he'd have to go.
Wayne, what do you think about Mavididi? Because I would agree with Clibo that he has looked better, but I was saying, well, maybe Russell Martin's got him playing right, but then suddenly he's back to certainly in the second half. In the first half, yes, he was going down that wing quite a bit. I just it annoys me when he takes. He went through two players and he had options, but he kept the ball and the third player took it off him.
Yeah, I'm not a Mavididi fan. I don't mean to be horrible, but I think apart from the
Go on, be horrible.
Apart from the Enzo season, which flattered everybody because they're saying, would he look brilliant in Man City? We were like the Man City in the Championship. And yeah, he had good stats, but since then his stats have been woeful. I'm sorry. And you've got the step over side of things, but I really, when you watch him play, I don't think he honestly believes he can get past people, because that guy should be getting in the box and getting cracking shots off. And even the shot in the second half, it was just straight at the keeper. Whereas look at their goal, the first goal they scored from the short corner, the guy just got in front of him. Mavididi was running with him. He could have stuck his foot out. He didn't. But it's not to criticise Mavididi. I'm on about that guy. The ball low cross, hit it first time, and he scored a goal. That's the difference between somebody who knows how to find the goal. And Connor Chaplin is that kind of guy. He knows how to find the goal. And I'm sorry, Mavididi's output for goal contributions and assists last season was rubbish. And I just don't think I think he needs a fresh change, because he's 28. I think he needs to go somewhere else and just start to enjoy football again, because he doesn't seem to enjoy it. And I just don't honestly believe psychologically he actually believes he can beat the man, because so many times he faces the man and he doesn't beat the man. And to me, if you Google what's the definition of a winger, it's an interesting what Google says Mavididi ought to be doing.
I've got to say though, Clibo, generally as a team, I'd forgotten that football teams can attack and actually go at the other opposition. They go to the opposition. I mean, those youngsters, they were going for it, weren't they?
Yeah, and it's something that you've said and I've said in the past, and other presenters, of course, is that the best form of defence is attack, and that seems to be their motto. I like the fact that they're able to turn defence into attack very quickly. There's an instinctive, it's not like if you look at some of the passing today, they weren't even looking. They just knew the direction where the ball was, and 9 times out of 10 it reached them. I thought that was really impressive. In the amount of time that he's had to drill that, I can definitely see a style. I thought when we lost the ball, and listen, they've got better players than us. Let's not sugarcoat this, but when they were attacking us, particularly in the first half, the shape it looked like there was more blue players than there was them. Just how their shape, and they got back quickly. There was effort, front players like Alves running back, getting back into position, help the defense out. Now you can't do that unless you have that magic word, youth. Experience won't give you that. Youth and fitness will give you that. And I think it's really exciting. However, I still think over a long season that you're going to have in this awful division, you are going to need, in the depths of winter when there's a few injuries, you're going to need that older heads to drag you through, because it ain't always going to be sunshine in Malaga. There's going to be some rough times ahead, and I think that's just a little bit of the puzzle I think we're missing. I do think from what Russell Martin has said that there will be incomings within the next week. I trust that will happen. I don't think I would be panicking if this was what was going to start for the season. But I think if we've had like the shocking transfer windows that we've been having, not being able to spend, just picking up a random, transfer here and there. I think what we need a strategy. We need certain players. They need to be allowed to go and get them for not a lot of money and not many of them. I don't think there's any excuse not to get those players in. And I think we'll piss the league.
Well, I'm not going that far, but I'm feeling more confident as the matches go by. But Wayne, the advantage of you've got players that have been playing together in the same team for 3, 4, 5 years, and it shows, doesn't it? They know where they are. The telepathy. I tell you what, Sammy Braybrook and Alves reminds me of Mahrez and Vardy.
100%.
Mahrez used to just know where to put the ball, and he said he knew Vardy would be there or he'd be going after it. And it's almost the same with Braybrook. He puts the ball through, and he knows Alves is going to get on the end of it.
Yeah, and also, as Clever said, they're forward thinking. They are forward thinking people. And Clever, you can't beat youth. Youth and speed scares the shit out of defenders. That's the bottom line, because you can't all of a sudden fit a turbo to your body, and you've got your speed and they are. Aluko, when he came on, I think he's the most aggressive. Forget Suter. I think Aluko is the most aggressive-minded player we've got in the squad. The fact that he's so young, he's stick thin, but I love Aluko's attitude, and I think that's the attitude of a lot of players. And what's interesting, I think, when you get Tom with the Guggenheim press, unless you can't do that for 90 minutes. And what's interesting in some of these games is the way Malaga chose to press at certain times than Leicester did. And I think our side is really instructed well and well drilled in when to press. And I think our press is very effective. It's selective, but when we do it, we quite often come up with the ball. So that tactics and drill wise, I have been really impressed with that, to be honest. And
then Clibbo, I was getting confused as to who was on and who wasn't on.
Me too.
On the TV screen, it said Lorenzo Hutchinson was on, I think, 20 minutes before he actually came on. And it was like, for fuck's sake, who's on, who's not on? Who am I talking about? But those last 5 minutes, well, from 2-2 to 3-3. And I have to say, another youngster for Leicester, Neil, took his goal well. And Carr, if he'd just lifted the ball up a bit higher, might have killed the game off.
Yeah, I am impressed with this Carr. And he seems to have just come out of nowhere. It's like a new signing, which is great news, because I think he is definitely good enough to be pushing for a spot in the squad, if not the team. What I liked about him, his first thought is forward. And I'll tell you something else. It's like what Wayne was saying just a minute ago, just jumping on the back of that. They are progressive players. When they're defending, you can see that they're trying to think about attacking. Just the positions they're getting themselves in. They're not just all jumping behind a ball. You can see where they're thinking about moving out for the out ball. And I think that's been one of the most impressive things that I've seen.
Right, let's round this up now. I'm going to go for sort of man of the match now, and I've really struggled to pick one, because I think there's a few that we could have gone for today, and I'm going to go, simply because it's my channel, so I'm going to allow myself to do this. I'm going to go for a joint man of the match, because I'm going to go for Alves and Braybrook, because I don't like it.
You're going to have 2 pillows done, one with Alves' face on and one with Braybrook.
Yeah, just because you've lost Monga, don't be doing that. No, I think. Look, everything that worked well in that first half went through Alves. He was running himself into the ground. He looked knackered when he was taken off. And Braybrook, they just worked together as a pair. And I think, playing the two of them together, I don't think you can probably play one without the other if they're both fit and well. But I do also want to give a honourable mention to Koulibaly, because I think he did well when he came on. If he'd been on for longer, he may well have got it, but for me. But Alves, Braybrook joint, and an honorary mention for Koulibaly. Wayne?
Faz, I thought when he came on in the second half, he just really marshalled the defence so well. No, putting your leg, Chris. Flipping heck. No way. I'm going to go for...
We'll never know. Fuck her off. He's picking face.
I was just so you could stroke that wig one more time, Chris.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to go for JJ. It's quite an unsung, but when they did the switch play, which obviously their manager says, I want you to do the switch play, and they had a player in acres of space, and normally that's really exposed us. So they used it against Thomas quite often last season because the managers knew it was a weakness. But I thought JJ, once he got back into position, he dealt with all those switch plays really well, and he was well thought of by Kinger. Said he's such a versatile player. So yeah, JJ, I thought he did well.
Fine, I can't argue with that. Clibbo?
Well, it was out of two players for me, and it's two players that when I used to follow the youth team a bit more, always stood out for me.
We can give one and give an honourable mention to the other if you wanted.
Well, my honourable mention is Alves. I just think he's above League One level. He definitely is. There's a lot of potential there if we can keep that guy fit. He looks strong. His legs look strong. I mean, I'm going to touch wood when I say that, but he's got freaking good legs on him, and he's so quick in thought. Get it forward. He can see a pass. But I have to say, Braybrook, I think he's outstanding, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy because there were people. And there was a member, there was a co-presenter, I'm not going to name names, that said last season that even in League One, he wouldn't be good enough. I'll just let you work out who said that. But I absolutely thought to myself, well, I don't know where you're coming from with that. And I'm so, no, it's not, it wasn't Wayne. It wasn't Wayne.
No,
and who are you pointing at?
You.
No, it wasn't me. Definitely
Names.
wasn't me.
Go on, name names.
No, I'm not naming names. No,
it wasn't Tom, because we know Tom was. It wouldn't be a particularly silly.
No, it wouldn't be. No, we're eliminating now, and I'm going to move on before I do. No, and I'm not sure how much that person believed that at the time. Maybe it was, that we're all a little bit bruised last season, so I'll forgive this person for it. But I was really pleased, not just based on that comment, but I was really pleased because I really liked Braybrook. I always thought that guy can go to levels, and I think to play those two together is definitely going to absolutely murder some teams in League One. They're just so advanced in their thinking, and they're telepathic together, like what you said about the Vardy and Mahrez thing. It's quite exciting. They're only going to improve as well as the season goes on.
I don't look at this as a disappointment because it is. I mean, I think when we were under Steve Cooper, we were getting the odd win here or draw. Then when we actually played somebody half decent, we lost. Where here, we held our own. Somebody put in the chat, we came back from being behind. The heads never went down. They're always going forward. I am feeling positive now about the the season ahead. I don't think we're going to piss the league. I'm not going to go that far. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know if I do. But I'm going to end this and just say, what the fuck are you wearing, Clibbo?
A really good friend of mine. She's just come back from Thailand, and she FaceTimed me, and she had one of these tops on, and I said, "You need to buy me one of those," and she did. Bless her.
What team is it?
I have no idea. It's got that on the front.
Oh, do that again.
There you go.
Oh,
that's cool.
oh
Yeah.
I think we know who the sponsors are, don't we?
Yeah. So it was a nice surprise. It fits lovely. Feels nice against my skin.
almost like a silk kimono.
I do like it.
Actually, I'm going to say it does look good. I think sometimes.
I know. I kind of wish Leicester's strip the third kit was pink again. I do like. I think I cut pink pretty well, actually.
You carry it, sir. You do carry it well.
I do, yeah. I do, yeah.
Confidence in your masculinity.
Look, I've got to say, I mean, to me, Leicester shirts are so boring at times, you know.
Yeah.
I think the most exciting one, I didn't even like that one with the fireworks things on the side, but it is all plain colour. So yeah, I like a bit of bling, shall we say?
Yes.
But there we go, 3-3. We're still unbeaten, and I think that's a positive result because that's the strongest team that we've come up against, especially in the second half when they brought the big guns on. We went behind and the heads didn't drop. You know, I mean, last season you go behind and that was it. You know, good night Vienna. I might as well have gone off and, you know, had a shite. But we didn't give up. We came back and we got the 3-3. On to Genoa. I think that's next week, isn't it, Genoa? On Saturday. It's an evening kickoff again, so a little bit confusing, but there we go. Wayne, thank you very much, sir. Clibbo and your kimono, thank you very much as well. Thanks to everybody that's been in the chat and stuck with me. Really, really do appreciate it. I've no idea when we're back. The best thing to do is just to click the notification bell, and then you'll never miss whatever show we're going to do whenever we're going to do it. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good rest of the weekend, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
That's it for another show. And from all the team at Leicester Till I Die TV, thanks for watching, listening, and getting involved. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another show. Memberships are also available. Check out the link in the description below. So until next time, Foxes fans, remember, keep the faith and keep it Leicester till I die.